Hello and welcome. This is Angela. I'm really happy you could be here to join me today. Serenity is a very calming, peaceful energy. And when I went into the energy and just asked for guidance as to what we would be working with in this energy, I was shown that serenity is actually our God-given right. It is our natural state of our mind energy. But through stressors and traumas and emotional upsets, we can deviate from this natural state and experience, different variations of our energy that is more in turmoil or chaos, or we can just have what's called a busy mind, where we're unable to access that stillness and that tranquility, where this mind, it almost rests and it becomes still. So today's event is going to be working on activating or awakening that serenity that's deep within the mind, the place where the mind rests and settles within itself. And in order to do that, we will be working with transformation and change and clearing away anything that might be in the way of that serenity being our natural state. When we want to go into serenity, when we want to get into that stillness, we have to move away some of that busy mind energy that might be in the way. And one of the things that happens for us is that we can get stuck. We can get stuck in the busy mind. We don't create enough space, if you will, where the mind can just be still and insights and awareness can come through for us. We are able, when we have serenity, to maintain an inner peace or tranquility even amongst the turmoil outside of our internal environment. And that's a really great place that we could operate from. My wish for you is to be able to get into that place, back into serenity, where we can access that ability to maintain our inner peace, that inner serenity, no matter what is going on outside of us, no matter how we're affected by that. And I see the energy today almost like a butterfly, where we're transforming and letting go of that aspect of ourselves that stays connected into the external environment, where we can kind of split out of ourselves, split out of our center and our core, and instead embracing coming into our truth and coming into our own energies and staying still in that, no matter what is unfolding around us. So we're going to open up this healing for you by starting by just doing a prayer and intention. At any point, I would like you just to get clear on what it is you want assistance with in letting go of. Maybe something you're conscious of that you need assistance with, or maybe it's just something that just isn't quite right. Maybe you're feeling a bit off, you're a bit tired, and you're not really sure the cause of your discomfort. And you can ask in this prayer, in this intention, that whatever that is for you, that it can be released and cleared using this powerful energy of serenity that's going to come in to assist us in coming back to that place.
This part of the program is very powerful and should only be done when laying down or resting. Make sure you are not driving a vehicle, running any machinery, or taking care of a young child or anyone else who may need your full attention. For this intention of serenity, we are going to do a quick meditative process to support you in reclaiming your divine right to experience serenity. We're going to start by getting nice and comfortable. We can either lay down or sit up. I want you to turn off anything that might be distracting, such as a television, cell phone, radio. And we want to create a sacred space where we are able to move our attention from our external world into our internal environment. And as you close your eyes and come inward into your body, you might be aware of a vibration or an anxiousness, or maybe a little bit of a worry or concern. That's absolutely normal when we've been disconnected from tranquility, serenity, and peace. It's like we've been connected into an energy source that actually is not in harmony with our system. And when we become aware of that vibration, we can unplug. So I want you to imagine using your visualization, because the subconscious mind is very powerful. It knows no difference between visualizing and experiencing. So I want you to imagine that at your solar plexus, your diaphragm level, you have this big plug and it's going to an external source. Maybe that's work. Maybe that's caffeine. Maybe that's a relationship that's stealing all your energy. Whatever the source of energy that you're getting from, external from you, we actually want to imagine unplugging that, because our true energy, where we are in harmony, where we get our true life force energy from, comes from the earth and it comes from the heavens above, meaning our higher self, that higher divine aspect of ourself. So instead of draining out from the front, outside of us, or receiving energy external to us into our system, we're going to unplug and seal that area up. So imagine this, a nice white light going where that plug was. And instead, we're going to imagine a beautiful, iridescent white light of energy flowing from 6 to 8 feet above our head. And we're going to see, sense, and feel as it comes in through the crown chakra, all through the entire body. And as it comes through the body, all the way down the core, down the legs, some of the energy is going to come out the bottom of the feet, and we're going to get grounded and centered here on the earth. All of nature sustains us. So it makes sense that we gather our energy from the earth as well. And imagine that coming from the earth, there's this beautiful energy. It's like this wonderful silver light that's coming up through the bottom of the feet, coming up the legs, into the pelvis, the abdominal core, and the energy is coming up into the heart chakra. Now we're connected as above and so below. Meaning, we're gathering our energy, our life force, from the energy of our higher self and the heavens above, and we're gathering our energy from the earth, which is here to sustain us, to sustain all of life. And we're merging those energies together, and in doing so, we're cultivating a deeper, more fulfilling energy source. We're just going to be quiet and still for a moment, focusing on that heart chakra, feeling the energy building. And now just be aware of how you are aware of this idea that your energy doesn't have to come from an external source. It comes from this connection to our higher self and to Mother Earth, and isn't dependent on anybody else. Which means we can connect and feel serenity at any point when we come into our heart and we remember our true source and imagine that connection. And in doing so, the subconscious mind gets on board and starts to revitalize, recharge, renew your energy system. I invite you to take a nice deep cleansing breath here. And I want you to imagine that you are now in a beautiful meadow, and there's one beautiful tree in the center of the meadow with a hammock. And I want you to just crawl into the hammock, and I'm going to be quiet here for a minute or two, and I want you just to feel the beautiful serenity that is building in your system and is being absorbed by every cell of your body, every energy system, every chakra. This is your natural and intended state. So let's return home. Just feeling into the energy, feeling into the experience of just letting go, trusting, being, all is well. Beautiful. I wish you a beautiful rest of your day. I wish for you to remember who you really are, this divine, abundant, peaceful soul that is having a human experience. You are perfect as you are, and life is unfolding beautifully. Namaste.